All right, so right now I'm going to break down kind of like my little arm finisher. Everyone knows about basic bicep curls, right? But I feel like over time, after practicing and kind of like focusing on what I want to target for the show, right? Everyone is looking for that peak. You want high peaks in your biceps, right? And what a lot of people do when they just grab the dumbbells, they just do a normal bicep curl, right? You just all you think about is just curling it up, right?
Yep.
And one of the things I noticed, just like basically, a lot of people don't see this, but just looking at your bicep, right? Holding the dumbbell like this, you're gonna do this. Holding the dumbbell like this, that's that peak. So essentially when I do my bicep curls, and a lot of people don't notice this, I turn pinkies up, which automatically, when I do my curl, I'm working on that peak. Now it's like this essentially, versus this. Small little tweak, I feel like it works for me.
So if you look, especially like a lot of the bodybuilders back in the day, right? You go back and you look at Cutler, a lot of these guys, and notice when they're doing that exercise, they're doing the same thing what you just said. But the difference is they're just coming over and turning in on it. So when I grew up, the only way I would ever do bicep curls was turning, always. Boom, turn.
Yeah.
Boom, turn, right? So like that turn definitely helps with the peak, right?
Helps with the peak.
So you've already got it figured out.
Right.
It's just funny because, you know, the bodybuilders you watch now, or a lot of the information that you guys get as the younger generation, you guys are getting a lot of it from TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that.
For sure.
Us, when we grew up, a lot of it was on YouTube, and you're watching, you know, the Cutlers and the Ronnie Colemans and those dudes, and every time the Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they're grabbing it and they're turning with it, right? So, but
you don't notice that. Like when I look at stuff like that, I never noticed that. I'm just like, oh, this guy's doing bicep curls. He's doing hammer curls. He's doing preacher curls. He's doing concentration curls. Like I'm never raking it, and they have their own mind and muscles. They're not telling you, right? But you would never look at me doing bicep curls and notice, oh, he's putting his pinkies to the sky.
100%. And so that's where the detail comes in, and that's the difference between winning and losing shows, right? It's the little fine little things, the details that you're able to sculpt out in your body. That's what bodybuilding is sculpting your body in a way that is better than everybody else's body. So even just that little turn is gonna make such a big difference in the long run, right? So I think you've already figured it out. I think it's great that you are turning in on them. And yeah, so let's see them. Let's do a couple sets.
So I normally do this. I do a set of about 12. I go heavy. If I do go super heavy, like 50s or something like that, I'll do a set of 8, and I'll come and I'll finish. And this to work forearms. I'll do that thumbless. Once again, making sure I'm keeping, when I'm holding the weights, I'm keeping my wrists turned up. So I'm like this. You can hold the weight like this, right? But you're not. As soon as I go like this, you can literally see my forearms. So I start here, right? Thumbless, and I'll curl.
Yeah, I always grip thumbless. Like I don't like curling with my thumb over, right? A lot of people do, but I definitely I feel a way better feeling and bicep contraction when I'm not using my thumbs. Okay.
And then I'll come over here with the straight bar, right? And I'll finish off with an overhand thumbless grip. Just a finisher, right? It's just 90s. I'll kind of hang out front. Once again, wrist turned up. Immediately I activate my forearms and I just, mind the muscle and contract up. Nothing too crazy, just control the weight and feel it in your forearms. This is gonna work on your grip strength, your forearms, and obviously your biceps. We do this for about 15, 12, whenever I feel a burn, right? And as the sets go on, you're gonna do less weight. Less reps. So for sure, it'll finish you out, give you a good pump, have you looking nice and thick. When you're in your side test, you in any pose you want to get into, you're gonna look nice and thick.